A just society is not whether we stand up for people's rights when it's easy or popular to do so. It's whether we recognize rights when it's difficult.
I remember when I lost my mind.
All right, welcome back. A little somber day. It's not really somber. It's a big ass storm outside. But yeah. So our wonderful and brilliant Prime Minister, saw a little bit of it there at the beginning, has decided that, I don't know, I guess he's got a short memory. That little thing there at the beginning, he was talking about a actual terrorist. So he has that to say about an actual terrorist, but he has this to say about his own countrymen who just don't want to be, vaccinated. Okay.
Qui croient pas dans la science, qui sont souvent misogynes, souvent racistes aussi. C'est un petit groupe, mais qui prend de la place. Et là, il faut faire un choix en tant que leader, en tant que pays. Est-ce qu'on...
So you can see the difference in what he feels about actual terrorists. See, you have to understand the pandering. It's the pandering. He's out there like, oh, the fucking unvaccinated, they're garbage terrorists and racists and homophobics, transphobics and Hispanophobics. But I love Hispanophobic. But then he says, here's the full clip of him defending a terrorist.
A just society is not whether we stand up for people's rights when it's easy or popular to do so. It's whether we recognize rights when it's difficult, when it's unpopular. We are a society that stands up for people's rights, and when governments fail to respect people's rights, we all end up paying. I think that is the lesson that hopefully future governments will draw from this settlement.
That's him defending a terrorist. Now, there's a great video that's going around right now of a truck driver. Now, I don't necessarily qualify as a truck driver for what my day job used to be. But I, like this truck driver, am also on unpaid leave, on an unpaid suspension because of the mandates. But this truck driver here made some very tremendous points to all you, to all the good people doing the right thing who get to be safe. Let's see how safe you might actually end up being.
I drive one of these. This is the truck I drive up and down the road every week. I've been with this company for coming on 9 years. March would be 9 years. They run from Ontario, Canada, Florida every week. Sometimes we hit California, sometimes out to Seattle, Washington. It depends what they got, where we go, but it's mainly a lot of Floridas. As of tonight, January 13th, 2023, I got back from my trip from Orlando. I had to empty out my truck. I took everything out. And it's after 11 o'clock now. I've been back here probably for 4 hours, 4.5 hours, something like that, cleaning the truck out. I've been put on unpaid leave thanks to Mr. Justin Trudeau. He came up with the mandates for the vaccine. Cross-border drivers must now be fully vaccinated to go into the U.S., and that takes effect on Saturday the 15th. His buddy, Joe Biden, he's got his mandate starting January 22nd, that truck drivers must be fully vaccinated to go back and forth across the border into the U.S. Ladies and gentlemen, look around your house, look at everything you've got. If you got it, a truck brought it. They're pulling how many of these off the road because drivers are refusing to get the vaccine? Oh, go get the vaccine. Go get the vaccine. You can keep your job. No, we live in Canada here, people. It's a choice. It's a choice. You have the right to go get it. I have the right not to. Do I spend a lot of time seeing you people, dealing with you in stores? No, my ass is running down the road in this thing, bringing all the shit that you want.
So it's amazing that he, for the entire pandemic, he worked through the entire pandemic, and he wasn't so dirty back then. When everyone was panicking and everyone needed their stuff, he was there doing the work. When we didn't know anything about this COVID stuff, we didn't know, like, we all could have fucking died, right? Granted, I wasn't afraid of that. When you dive deep into the bullshit that goes around pre-2020, you kind of get prepared for this kind of stuff. So I was ready for it. But there was still that chance out there that it's like, well, fuck, you can all die. And I was out there with them, Everyone who needed to work from home, and everyone was like, oh, they need their paper towels. They needed their printers and their printer ink and their laptops that they had ordered on their company's dime because, I was too afraid to go to the office. And then to have the employer be like, well, fucking go. Go do it. Go into the hot spots of Ontario, Brampton, Mississauga, and Toronto. Go in there, and it's like, if you take time off, it's like, okay, well then stay home, don't get paid. Like, but now we're all too dirty to now do it. Now we were once heroes. There was notes on doors thanking us, baskets of water bottles outside the door saying, take one. Thank you for being out there, front line. And now we're treated like this. And now we're too dirty to be out there working. Thanks for risking your life when we didn't know whether or not it was dangerous or not. But now that we know that that's a fucking joke and that it's not dangerous at all, now you're fired. Thanks, guys. And thanks to everyone who's out there standing up for us. Thanks to all the people who go out there and, oh, George Floyd. I felt so connected to him. Yeah, thanks for going out there and do that. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm an asshole. Is it because I'm an asshole? There are people in the same position as me that aren't running their mouth. At least not running their mouth the way I run my mouth. Someone's got to run their mouth like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and go, hey, that's the bad guy. That was a terrible Tony Montana impression. I'm usually very on point with my impressions. I apologize for that. Wow, that was bad. But I'm not cutting it out. Want to know why? Because I'm real. And that's why people are mad at me. You want to talk about, speaking of real, I came across this. Now, you want to talk about how politicians are like above the law and how they know they're above the law. Take a look at this clip and tell me what you see.
Hi, George. How you doing? I'm good. Good to talk to you, sir. Look, God rest his soul. Mel Lastman had the army, but you're an army of one today. What have you been doing?
Well, just picking people up, checking on people, George, like everyone else is helping out. Cars are stuck all over the place. Fire truck down the road here is trying to get to someone's house. I guess they have an emergency down here. But just making sure people are safe in their cars and anything I can do to help them. And here's another gentleman right here. I'm just gonna make sure my car's empty. Yeah, just making sure the cars, people aren't stranded. That's all. I've dropped off a few people at their homes. And you just do what you have to do. Everyone's doing it, right? I'm no different. Premier, no premier, you're there to help your neighbors, right?
Did you notice something? I did. That is Doug Ford, the Premier of Ontario, driving in a snowstorm while FaceTiming at the same time. Now, how is that not distracted driving? How is he not immediately getting a ticket, at least, for driving distracting, getting those demerits, the way that we are? These distracted driving laws in Ontario are no fucking joke, bro. They are no joke. You can't even look at a map funny. You know, they're talking about like you can't drive with again, going back to being a truck driver, if we get caught driving the truck while taking a drink of coffee, we can get stopped and given a ticket for that. For distracted driving. And this fat fuck is sitting there doing a FaceTime to improve his media image because he's out there shoveling snow. Look at this. Look, I'm gonna put it up right now. That's him, quote unquote, shoveling snow. But the person that's with him, this fucking bitch, I was gonna say this big nosed bitch, but like coming from me, it's kind of like pot meat kettle. But anyway, that's his executive director of media relations. How fucking convenient is that? Good for you, Dougie. Yeah, make sure you get your media stuff in there because, you know, you're out there going to your cottage and all that while you're commanding that people stay at home and not have Christmas and everyone locked down and donuts. Fucking fatty. Oh, you're being so mean. Yeah. Oh, am I being mean? Oh, I'm so mean. The only people that think I'm being mean are the people that I don't give a flying fuck think I'm mean. How about that? The people that don't have my back anyway. The people that didn't have my back when I wasn't running my mouth. The people that didn't have my back when I was just being like, "Hey guys, can you just recognize what's happening and slow it down?" And now that didn't work, why the fuck should I care? I should care about the feelings of people who pushed all these other social movements, which, by the way, talk about not caring and not, you better care about other people's feelings. Talk about this shit. Every other social movement for the last 10 years have had an underlying thing with them. It was fuck guy, fuck male, fuck white, or fuck a combination of the two. And if you haven't noticed, you know, I'm not a non-binary. The beard kind of gives it away. The lack of a tan, despite tremendous lighting today. Is it tremendous lighting? This might not be great lighting with the sun in the back. But white male. And no one gave a flying fuck posting all these things for the last 10 years. No one went, fuck. But all I see on my fucking Instagram timeline are all these people posting the same thing, and if I can get it, I'll put it up. But it was all sort of like I will not be judged for doing it, and blah blah blah, like anti-vaxxers and blah blah blah. It's like, so you're the victim again, is what you're saying. So fuck my feelings when I'm in the category of people who have been oppressing other people. Fuck my feelings. Well, if you're not doing anything, then I don't understand what you're talking about. It's not #not all. Okay. So fuck my feelings then and still fuck my feelings now? Really? And you wonder why I'm running my mouth so much. You wonder why I don't give a flying fuck if people think I'm an asshole now? I never really cared if people thought I was an asshole. It's a bad example. I've never given a shit if people think I'm an asshole. Because the people that know me or should know me know that if this was happening and it wasn't affecting me, I would still be on YouTube running my mouth the exact same way. And I would still be posting the things that I'm posting. Because there are people right now whose jobs aren't affected by this, who still post about this. Yeah, they're not vaccinated, but it's not affecting their job. At least not yet. They understand that it can potentially affect them, and why, and it's called being proactive, not reactive. But everyone's reactive. And no one wants to hold anyone accountable. Not our prime minister. No, not him. Not him. This is just turning into a fucking rant. You know, it's funny. I was having this, it was like a throwaway conversation about, you know, like, fuck, you think there might be a civil war coming soon. Can you imagine what that would look like? They go, could you imagine how useless they would be with a gun? And I'm like, good, because they're not on our team. Like, have you not been paying attention? They're not on our fucking team. This is just turning into a rant. This was supposed to be a video about information. I gave you your information. Our fucking prime minister is a garbage terrorist apologist because he'd rather appease a terrorist with a $10 million payout than he would his own citizens who he wants to control, and he wants us all to fail because he's a freaking child molester over on Epstein Island. There's, his buddy John Podesta, the king of the king there. And, and then he's got his fat fuck premier, Doug Ford, who, they took the wrong brother. Let's just say that. God, I don't know why you did it. You took the wrong one. Are you saying that you wish Doug Ford was dead? No, I'm saying I wish Rob Ford was alive. That's what I'm saying. I wish Rob Ford was alive. That's what I'm saying. And if it's an even sum game, I would make the trade. I would also trade Bob Saget for Justin Trudeau any day of the week. Any day of the week. Give me America's dad over Canada's douche. And no, that's not me. It's Justin Trudeau. I'm Canada's asshole. Get it right. Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. This is a bad video. But if you've made it this far, what the fuck do I care? What the fuck do I care at this point? The fuck do I care? Oh, man. I don't know how to close this out. I should close this out by talking about my pants, but there's a reason for that. Because my pants, I don't know what happened in the dryer, but there are holes all over these pants now. And oh no. Let me get away the sun there. Oh no. But there's holes all over these pants, and it kind of reminds me of like people in my life where it's like I really, really liked these pants until the holes came out of nowhere, and I was like, where the fuck did this come from? You're a useless pair of pants now. What are you good for? Can't wear you outside. People are gonna see my butt. Because the holes are right on the butt, and they're like perfectly even. They're like symmetrical. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what was in the dryer. Maybe it was just the heat in the dryer. I don't know. But these pants, I wear them in honor of the people that I have no use for anymore. Is he talking about me? Trust me. If I was talking about you, I have aunts, cousins, and decade-long friends who I had no problem motherfucking. Right to them. So, you can say a lot of things about me, but these last 2 years, the one thing you can't say about me is that I'm a fucking coward. Why is the sun got to be so good on a day like today? And perfect. Look at it. Oh, but whatever. If you haven't been blinded by this, shout out to all the truck drivers. I hope the international traveling truck drivers are the important ones. I'm not going to put myself up there. If nobody got their fucking printer ink again, I wouldn't give a shit. Oh yeah, you want your pencil? Shove them up your ass. How about that? Anyway, what about my office equipment? Fuck you. But I hope that all gets solved. I hope Trudeau fucking falls and knocks his 2 front teeth out and then bleeds 8 liters of blood out his gums. But, oh, this is a bad video. If you made it this far, you're a real mensch, as the Jews say. A real mensch to make it this far. Holy crap. I promise the next videos will be better. The sun won't be blasting you in the eyes. But, please please subscribe. The sun is really beaming down right now. Just like the light of God is beaming down on me because he knows that you're going to like this video. He knows you're going to subscribe, and let the light of God warm you up and fix my pants with the holes in them because I really liked these pants Oh, look at that. It's like a spotlight's on me, but you can't see my face. You can't see my face. I gotta end this video. How do I end my videos? Oh, fuck Trudeau and Doug Ford and Twitter and YouTube and Ethan Klein. And no, Ethan Klein, you don't get 2 shoutouts. Fuck you. And fuck my pants. And everyone who reminds me of my pants. With the holes in your loyalty that doesn't exist because you don't know what loyalty is. Fucking losers. Oh, I'm gone. All right, I'm gone.